What's up, folks? It is, it's Sunday, July 21st, and we are here getting ready for some more rain. It is super hot out. Mark, you can feel free to ask whatever you need, man. I don't mind. Feel free to just get in there and shout what you need and ask away. I apologize, folks. I took a mouthful of sunflower seeds right before I turned on the camera. So, yeah. Let me turn off the music here. Not doing too well today. I had a pretty rough night last night. I was up until about 6 a.m. This morning with some really terrible acid reflux after having a whole mess of barbecue. Went to a local barbecue place called Mark's Feed Store and had a full slab of ribs, had some spicy fries, had some macaroni and cheese, all kinds of stuff. And basically, I wound up falling, I started having acid reflux at about 8 p.m., and I knew I was in for trouble. And I took some Tums at 8, and hopefully, I was hoping that would kick it. Laid down to go to sleep at midnight, and 2 minutes later woke up with acid in my throat. So I took more Tums and some Tagamet. I was up until 6 a.m. Until it finally subsided. So as you can see, giant bags under my eyes. I'm real tired. But we're here. It's week 29 of the Week 29 of the BladeForums.com 20th anniversary year of giveaways. This week we're going to be giving away a Ron Flaherty titanium handle A2 folder with a frame lock. Let's see if you can see it here. You can't see it really well. And a whole bunch of Blade Forums merch. We've got the t-shirt behind me. We've got Blade Forums stickers. We got BladeForums.com patches. We got the crowd favorite gas station knives and a live stream prize pack. So, yeah, it's awesome. Apparently, Iron Kid was too drunk last week to make it to the live stream. I always knew we couldn't rely on you, dude. This is one of the reasons why you've never been a friend to BladeForums.com, and you and your countrymen are just completely bad people. I'm extending everything. Iron Kid, I'm blaming you for every problem in Ireland and the UK and possibly Europe. So yeah, I'm even blaming you for the acid reflux I had last night. Okay, so Mark Grant is questioning whether or not I've sent off the BladeForums.com merch for stuff. And the quick answer to that is no. I have got like 6 weeks of stuff I need to send out because I've had issues with the shipping computer, and it just hasn't made it out the door. So there's prizes from all the way back to like week 24, I think, that haven't gone out the door, but it looks like I got everything fixed yesterday, so hopefully I'm going to have a stack of stuff going out on Monday. So you guys, yes, I blame you for Brexit, Iron Kid 883. I blame you for Brexit. I blame you for the Euro. I blame you for Theresa May and Angela Merkel. I blame you for the rise of anti-Semitism in Europe. Uncontrolled immigration of economic migrants. You're probably responsible for the uptick in sexual assaults in Sweden and Norway too, dude. So, maybe you should just turn yourself into Interpol, and everything will go right in the world. That's just me. Big Bad Goth, she'll have to learn to live without you. Yes, global warming. If Iron Kid 883 is 100% responsible for the rise in anthropomorphic, or whatever the hell it is, global warming from all of the carbon emissions that he produces. I mean, dude, that's what he's responsible for. Heroin trafficking, replica firearms, the decline in decent music. Oh, and you know what? I got something else for you, Iron Kid. Give me just a second here. Iron Kid, yeah, I've got something for you. This is also what you're responsible for, and yeah, we're gonna get this over here. Iron Kid, this is you. I blame you for this horrible abomination that that we have been inflicted with. What the F, Iron Kid? I don't need to be seeing this horrible, whatever the hell, this normalization of furries. This is just awful. Terrible. Why on earth would they do this? And there's nobody we can blame for this besides Iron Kid 883. This is Cats, the Broadway musical Cats, turned into a freaking movie. And this is all Iron Kid 883's fault. I don't know. This is like, this is horrible. This is horrific. This is just absolutely awful. And there's nobody to blame for this but Iron Kid. So yeah, Iron Kid, this whole thing on the screen here. You see this? You see this stuff right here? These furries prancing in the background? You see this chud, these chuds dancing around? Yeah, no. Iron Kid, this is your fault. And, if I was you, I would find a way to make amends to not just me in the Blade Forums community, but the world. Yeah. Awful. Horrible. Everyone, give me a FU Iron Kid 883 in chat so that you acknowledge that that Iron Kid has just fucked up everything out there. And yes, chuds, carnivorous, humanoid, underground dwellers. That movie from the 80s or early basic or HBO, cable movie from the 80s. That's on you too, Iron Kid. So yeah. So, folks, we've got a bunch of stuff to do today. We've got a bunch of stuff to give away. Yeah, exactly. F you, Iron Kid. Frickin' troglodyte. No, troglodytes at least were, before you came around. But everything bad since... Basically, the last positive thing that happened in the world since you've been around is possibly the fall of the Berlin Wall and communism collapsing. And you can't even take credit for that because, you were a supporter of communism. So what the hell? Iron Kid, I'm not happy. I'm not with people like you, man, who needs enemies. It's just messed up, dude. So yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff going on today. We've got a bunch of stuff going on in the world. There's all kinds of things. Heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Oh man, that's awful. So apparently, me showing the Cats trailer, may cause the stream to be blocked because of Iron Kid doing his thing. So good job, Iron Kid. You may cause the stream to be blocked as well. So yeah, this is not good. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about here, if I can. See this? See that, man? Let's see if we can get this horrible thing going on. Oh no, it's like some kind of magic eye. Woo! So yeah, let's see if we can get this back to here. Yeah, you see that? Warning, we've detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Good job, Iron Kid. You done screwed up the BladeForums.com live stream while you're at it. Can't believe this crap. Sorry for the Blair Witch Project style camera work there, but we're gonna get this stuff resolved. If it means that I have to kick ban Iron Kid off of the live stream, then so be it. But yeah, yes. Also, message of the day: knives are awesome. Deal with it. If you don't like knives, why are you even? What am I doing here? If you don't like knives, why are you even watching this broadcast? So, a lot of stuff going on in the world this week. Let's talk about some news let's cover the whole reason that we are here today. So this week we are giving away the Ron Flaherty folder. As you can see, it's up on the screen. We had the giveaway thread here. There were a grand total of 374 total posts for the 374 total posts in the giveaway form. This is week 29, so yeah, we're over halfway through the giveaways. And this week we're giving away the Ron Flaherty folder with the titanium and the A2 tool steel blade. And the way we do the giveaways is that we use a website called random.org, where I take the first post in the thread that's not mine, which is post number 2, and I take the last post in the thread, which is post number 374, and I put them in the list here. When I hit the generate button, it'll pick a random number from between 2 and 374. And the whole reason why we use random.org, for those of you who have never tuned in before, is because random.org pretty much is just entirely random. They use like space noise and all kinds of weird algorithms and stuff like that. It's really, really beyond my understanding of how math works, and they try to do true randomness. And because we do that, that eliminates any chance of me or anyone else rigging the results. I hit the button on the live stream, or I hit the button on random.org, and you can see it generate what number it is in real time. So I could hit it, let's say, for example, I say in the chat window here, and let's go to the chat window. Okay, guys, pick a number between 3 and 5. So yeah, pick a number between 1 and 5. Not 3 and 5, sorry. Pick a number between 1 and 5. And we pick, a random number from there, or from one of the responses. Mark Grant says 4. Somebody else will pick another number out of that eventually, depending on who's doing it. And then I can just hit the generate button here. I can hit the generate button on the screen that number of times. So all right, so Derek C said 2, Keop said 3, let's do 2. So if I hit it once, 282, twice, 154, 3 times, 268, 4 times, 222, it's a different random number every single time. So you don't have to, worry or, raise the thing of who is somebody getting favoritism with the random thing. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and do our first giveaway. The very first thing we're going to give away is a bladeforms.com sticker. This is contour cut, just like the bladeforms.com logo right here. This sticker is shaped the same way. You peel it off the backing, and it looks just like the bladeforms.com logo. So I'm going to go to random.org here. I'm going to pick a random number. The number is 200. We go to the giveaway thread here. I go and find post number 200, which is probably going to be on page 10, maybe. Yep, post number 10, Mike Sastry. Mike Sastry has post number 200. So as you can see here, so post number 200, Mike Sastry, and Mike Sastry wins the bladeformers.com sticker. And that's as simple as it goes. Mike Sastry, by the way, is a hell of a dude. I've known Mike for, I think, 20 plus years now. Mike is a hell of a Kydex maker. If you have a chance to go to Blade Show or any of the other shows that he goes to, if he's still doing it. Half the time, I remember the first time I ran into him, he was wearing a pair of shorts, a pair of sandals. Sorry about that, Derek. Apparently, I landed on 154 in the demonstration. So Derek just, who knows? Maybe random things do happen. But the first time I ran into Mike Sastry here was at one of the Blade shows way back in the 90s, and he was wearing a pair of shorts and I think a polo shirt and like one of those 511 concealment vests. And I didn't know, what custom Kydex was at the time. And he starts whipping out, I think he had 15 Ontario Bill Bagwell buoys concealed on his person underneath this thing. And that's what he does. He shows off his Kydex or Bolteron work. And he specializes in doing concealment hard sheaths for large fixed blades. So Mike gets the bladeforums.com sticker, and that's how it goes. Next thing we'll give away, it will be the next thing we give away will be the bladeforums.com Velcro patch. So when I hit the generate button there, post number 17 comes up on the winner for the prize. So let's go to the first page there where post number 17 is going to be. And post number 17 is for I Am Wilson. So he wins the bladeforums.com Velcro patch, which is available in these 5 colorways: blue, gold, multicam, OD green, or stealth gray. So, congratulations to I Am Wilson. And that's how it goes. It's that simple. So we go through there. We do, after this, we'll do the bladeforums.com t-shirt that you see behind me. We'll do the bladeforums.com paid membership. We'll do the bladeforums.com live stream prize pack or live stream giveaway at the very end. And we've got the Ron Flaherty knife that'll be for the main prize for this week. And like I said, I'm out of it, folks. So if I seem even less coherent than usual, that's why. It's because I'm just not feeling the greatest because I was up all night due to acid reflux and various other ailments. Let's talk about stuff that's going on in the news this week. First and foremost, as usual, KnifeRights.com is doing what they can to fight for the knife industry as a whole and the bladed weapon and knife aspect of the Second Amendment. And they've got various lawsuits going on in various places. They consult with legislatures about knife law reform. Ohio has got a knife law reform update that we're going to be talking about in a minute. But even even more than that, if you shop on Amazon.com, especially on like Prime Day, which was this week, you can go to smile.amazon.com, as you can see up in the URL bar here, smile.amazon.com, and you can select a charity where part of your order will go towards the charity. So far, I've done, like 12 orders, and of the stuff that I've ordered off Amazon.com, $4.72 has gone to Knife Rights, which isn't a huge amount because I don't use Amazon for a lot of stuff. I only use it for stuff I can't find elsewhere. But, Amazon.com has paid Knife Rights $2,300, and that helps pay for lawyer fees, and that helps pay for lawsuits. So definitely, if you shop on Amazon.com, make sure that you set Knife Rights as the beneficiary and shop at smile.amazon.com because, make the, Washington Post and Jeff Bezos have contributed to anti-gun politics. So use their money against them and make them support, the good guys. So here's what we're going to talk about first and foremost this week. Ohio just got a budget done, and part of it They, as part of their budget finalization, they deleted the knife rights, knife law reform bill. And that would have been a problem, but the Ohio Senate had already passed SB 140 to overwhelming bipartisan majority. So basically, what it's going to do is preempt the Ohio deadly weapons laws that are currently used against knife carriers, and clarify that unless the knife edge tool is actually used as a weapon, it's legal to be carried. And what does this mean? This means that basically, if you're in Ohio and you got pulled over, or you were, the victim of a fist fight, or for some reason, you just drew attention to yourself, from the cops. Previously, if you were carrying like an auto or brass knuckles or something like that, Ohio could charge you with deadly weapons things. And what Knife Rights is trying to do is get it so that if you aren't actually in the process of a crime, the police will not be able to charge you with deadly weapons violations. So this is a good thing. This is very proactive. This is very progressive, because as we've seen in other areas like New York, cops in certain jurisdictions are very eager to use stop and frisk and other deadly weapons ordinances to get their arrest quotas up and put people in jail just to satisfy political stuff. And this has a tendency to get used more often than not against minorities. In New York, when they were doing analysis of stop and frisk and deadly weapons convictions, they found that stop and frisk was more likely to be applied to African American and Hispanics and other minority groups than white Americans, and less weapons during those stops were found on the minority groups. And then, if weapons were found, prosecution was less likely to do reduced sentences or let people off with warnings or anything else. So yet again, we have proof that weapons laws are used as institutional racism against minority groups. So again, Knife Rights is doing what they can to fight that and stop with regressive laws. Chris Doyle. Hey, Blade Forums, what was the giveaway? Well, Chris, this week we are doing the Ron Flaherty. We're doing the Ron Flaherty folder here. As you can see, titanium handle, A2 steel. So far this week, or so far in this broadcast, all we've done is give away the sticker and the patch, and then we're going to be doing the T-shirt in just a moment, and the gold membership, and the Ron Flaherty knife, and then the live stream prize pack. Oh yeah, which reminds me, next week's giveaway is up and running right now. Is for the Becker. Let's see if I can get this in the screen. It is for a Becker BK5 knife. Let's see if we can get to the photo here. We're giving away next week for week 30. It's a Becker BK5 Magnum Camp. This is a 13.5-inch overall knife with a 8-inch blade made of 1095 high carbon and handles made of GVL 6H Grivery. We have got the giveaway thread on the Becker is live right now. So make sure you get in there and get your entries in, because this is going to be closing on July 27th at midnight. And of course, next Sunday we'll be doing the giveaway there. So make sure you guys get your entries in for the Becker BK5. And make sure that you vote for what week 30's knife will be, whether it's going to be Ohio or Ontario hunt plus camp knife, a buck bantam BHW, or Himalayan imports Angola kukri. So far, it looks like the kukri is leading the way with 40 votes. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And let's get back to the Ron Flaherty thing. So yeah. And also, in other news, make sure that you do Blade Forums a solid here, like and comment and subscribe and hit the notify button and tell all your friends and share our videos and do whatever you can to like, comment, and subscribe on this live stream video and other videos that we have on the channel. For some reason, apparently, if you do that stuff, it gets our videos out there to more people, which means more people coming in on the channel, which means more people on the forums, which means we get more stuff so that we can give away stuff, and that's how it goes. It's not all gas station hobo knives and old stuff. This week, for the live stream prize pack, we are giving away yet another gas station knife, the Office Pen by Frost Cutlery. This is model 1503R as in Romeo. This has the very high-speed red composite. It's a slip joint. It is made by Frost. It says Flying Falcon on it. It says stainless rust free, made in China. Has one blade brass liners and is a slip joint. So yeah, somebody's going to be winning that. And also, as a bonus for the live stream giveaway, I'm giving away a old school Kershaw spec. This is a spec bump? Yeah, this is a speed bump. So this is we got these from Kershaw way back in we got these back in 07. I've got like a half dozen of these laying around, and it's very cool. It has a little safety on the back here. See that? That's a safety. Has the weird locking mechanism where the thumb studs are the lock. Assisted opener designed by Ken Onion. Dual molded grip where you've got these soft, I don't know if it's Santoprene or Kraton, molded with a hard polymer. And if I remember correctly, I think this is a S30V blade. So this is one of the prizes for this week's live stream is the spec bump. As usual, of course, we also have the SE AH1 Arrowhead that we'll be giving away. And we have got various other stuff. I'm actually running short of SHOT Show swag that I've collected over the years to give to people. So, well, let's see what we've got here to give away. Just for giggles, I like to toss some desk crap in there, but somebody's getting an EOTech lens polishing cloth, somebody's getting a 4.7s sticker, somebody's getting a mission, I think this is Mission 22, but this is a Veteran Suicide Awareness patch. And then somebody's getting a prototype Beckerhead key fob that was made out of MDF Hardy board on the laser engraver, some rubber bands, and some scrap laser cutting garbage. So yeah, and if somebody's lucky, they may get a DNA sample off of my soda bottle. Who knows? But yeah, that's what the live stream prize pack giveaway is going to be. So let's talk about, let's see, Chris Doyle has some family over, but is trying to listen in. Well, man, pay attention to your family. We're here every week, so that's not a problem. Rick Bradford's on, so that's good to see. Mark Grant's here, Iron Kid 883, who is, taking the role of the modern-day Jesus. He's going to be paying the price for the world's sins. Coyote Trails is here, that's good. Lars Wendorf, Wendorf, no relation to Steven Dorff, I'm sure. Nice stuff. This crap is cool. Can't ever have too much of that stuff. Joseph Strike Arts can't. Sweet. Can I get in on the Hobo Juice knife? Yes. Joseph, have you won a live stream prize prize in the last 25 weeks? If you have, then you are good to go. Or if you have not, you're good to go. If you have won in the last 25 weeks, then you're going to need to reset or wait 26 weeks after you won. So yeah, Jason Puckett, same deal. Dwight Doucet, hey, what's going on, Dwight? Dwight's one of our local customers that comes in fairly regularly. Gary Likes, Gary Grayley's on here. So yeah, folks, make sure that you make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe on this video right here. Make sure that you like and comment on all the other BladeForums.com videos that we've done. If oxygen mask comes down from the ceiling, make sure you put it over your head and breathe deep first before you attend to people or any children that you're traveling with or people acting like children. and don't cut yourself with knives. Please don't reenact the scene that I had last year from a junkie that sliced his hand open. I hate seeing people cut themselves by being negligent. So yeah, don't do that stuff. Let's talk about some of the news stuff going on here in Louisville. Louisville passed constitutional carry. And there's a lot more people carrying guns these days in Louisville, Kentucky. Who could have imagined that? You pass constitutional carry where there's no longer a requirement to get a permit to carry concealed. More people are carrying guns. Well, whether this is by design or just LMPD awareness, but there's a lot of guns being stolen from cars here in Louisville. In the last week, 15 guns got stolen out of vehicles, either locked or unlocked. Louisville Metro is telling people lock their cars and secure weapons. Folks, if you leave a weapon in a car and it is not in some sort of, tamper-proof safe, like a solid, heavy-duty, police-grade locking mechanism, and I'm not talking the $20 nano safes that are available from Harbor Freight. I'm talking about a serious electronic, burglar-resistant firearms dedicated locking mechanism. Dude, you're just you're basically handing it over to a criminal. Don't care if you're going to carry a truck gun, secure it for fuck's sake. And don't make yourself a goddamn target by putting big old Smith & Wesson, Magpul, Trijicon, come and take it, 1911 is my 911 stickers on your car. Do not advertise that you are a gun person on your vehicle, because burglars know that, or robbers know that you're not going to be able to be around that vehicle 24/7. They can take down your license plate. It costs like $20 to run a background check on a license plate and get all that person's information. Or they may have somebody on the take in the DMV, and they will get your information and they will rob your house while you are at work. There is a video on YouTube that I like to share called Security on Sale, where they show a $1,500 gun safe that gets broken into by two dudes with basically pry bars in under 2 minutes. So for fuck's sake, don't make yourself a target. Do not put gun stickers on your cars, and don't leave guns in your cars unsecured. If you are carrying a gun, guess where it needs to be? It needs to be on you. And if you're not able to carry a giant ass gun on you, if you're not able to carry a rifle, if you're not able to carry a freaking hand cannon pistol or something like that, then it needs to be secured with like an active alarm system or in a lockbox, and that's all there is to it. Don't fucking leave guns unsecured. So yeah, that's my warning for the week. Don't fucking do it. Louisville has seen, dozens of guns stolen in the last week. Other gun control news, a new study came out. I've been seeing this. I deal with anti-gun people fairly regularly, and a new study came out from the American Journal of Pediatrics or something along those lines, where they correlated gun deaths or child gun deaths to whether or not there was gun laws in the state. And surprise, surprise, they found there was like 35% more children dying in states that had weak gun laws. And how did they do this? They basically went to, I believe, Giffords and looked at their state rankings on gun laws, and then looked at firearms, homicides, suicides, and accidents, added all those together, and got the figures. But when you go to, the actual study itself in the pediatrics, guess what you find? They view children. They're saying a total of 21,241 children died of firearms-related injuries during the 5-year period. Okay. Well, how do they define children? Well, let's take a look. Years. And do a search. those aged equal to or less than 21 years old. Seriously? You're calling 21-year-olds children? Are you fucking kidding me here? This is gun control science in a nutshell. Calling 18, last time I checked, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old aren't kids. You may call them kids, but when they commit a felony, guess what? They are tried as adults. They get 18-year-olds plus get drafted. 18-year-olds can sign contracts. 18-year-olds can get passports on their own, rent property, buy vehicles, get their own insurance, all this stuff. 18-year-olds and older are not kids. 18-year-olds and older are adults. And when you take a look at that for this study, surprise, most of the deaths are in the 18 to 21-year-old bracket because 18 to 21-year-olds are killing or doing most of the firearms-related crimes. They're also killing themselves in large numbers. So yeah, yet again, gun controllers lie to try to push their goddamn agendas. Also in the news this week, I'm not a fan of anime. I don't care about anime. I don't understand the attraction to Cat Girls and Dragon Ball Z and all the various Japanese cartoons out there, Pokemon. I don't understand that shit. It doesn't appeal to me. But there's a whole bunch of people out there that are weebs and they're in love with the Japanese culture. And you always hear, all these countries with strict gun control, they never have mass shootings like America does. Well, surprise. In Kyoto, there was an arson attack against Kyoto Animation, which is an anime studio in Kyoto, Japan. The dude poured gasoline around the first floor of the 3-floor studio before setting it on fire, killing 33 people and injuring 35 others. Just for comparison, let's take a look at one of the Virginia Tech shooting. Let's take a comparison here between the Virginia Tech shooting, 33 deaths, 23 injuries. Kyoto, where is it? Seriously, I'm not seeing the frickin' death toll here anymore. Yeah, I am not feeling well. Oh, yeah. Killing 33, injuring 35. So, Kyoto, killed 33, injured 35. Virginia Tech, killed 33, injured 23. So, this guy bought gasoline, poured it around, set fire to the anime studio, killed 33 people, injured 35 people. There ain't no background checks on gasoline anywhere. I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but last time I checked, you don't get background checked for gasoline. You don't get background checked for lighters. You don't get background checked for fucking matches. There's no waiting period for any of that stuff. There's no restrictions. You could get out of jail tomorrow for beating your girlfriend to death. Get out on bail, go out, buy a, Coke, empty the bottle, fill it up with gasoline, go to somebody's house and set their house on fire. And there's not a goddamn thing people can do about it. It just goes to show that it doesn't matter. It just does not matter what laws you put in place. Crazy people who want to murder groups of other people will find a way to do so. It can be done by car, just like the guys did in Nice, France, where he killed 87 people with a rented truck. It can be done by bomb, like Tim McVeigh did with a Ryder truck filled with explosives. It can be done by airplanes like 9/11. It can be done by, gasoline with a Coke bottle like the Happy Land Club fire back in the 80s where they killed 87 people with a bottle full of gasoline, or Kyoto here. Gun control is not the answer to stopping mass shootings because they just switch methods. Japan has all the gun control in the world you want, and yet some dude managed to freaking kill more people than the Virginia Tech shooting, which was our worst school shooting in U.S. history. What you gonna do? So yeah, shit like that is going on, and that basically, puts gives us another bit of ammo when fighting gun controllers. Up next, Illinois is passing more gun control, and they're requiring that the federally licensed gun dealers must also get state licenses as part of the Illinois Firearms Dealer License Certification Act, which was enacted back on Wednesday, or took effect back on Wednesday. Thus far, half of the gun dealers half of the gun dealers in Illinois have not done it, and that's just how it is. Non-compliance is a huge part of the firearms ownership community. The firearms ownership community does not like complying with laws, and I'm surprised to see that the licensed dealers aren't complying. Whether it's maybe just not knowing about it or something else. But we'll see what happens. Let's see, Iron Kid 883. Wait till I come back in there. LOL. Apparently, yes, Big Bad Goth has said that Iron Kid is the one responsible, just like Iron Kid is responsible for Brexit, global warming, child brides, heroin trafficking, white slavery across the world. Theresa May, Angela Merkel, various other things. Iron Kid is responsible for Jeffrey Epstein's Pedo Island. He's also responsible for the arson attack. His wife is Big Bad Goth here. We've urged her to get to witness protection with Interpol. Chances are that she's suffering from a more extreme case of Stockholm Syndrome. We hate to see that. Big Bad Goth, if you need help, contact the authorities. You don't have to stay in such abusive conditions. All right, Levi Strauss. Yeah, so how many of you wear Levi's? Not me. I wear Vertex. I wear 511 clothes, even though 511's got issues too. But Levi's has decided that has gone big for gun control, whether or not their customers agree with it. Back in September of 2018, Levi's decided they were going to do $1 million gun control campaign. They teamed up with Bloomberg, Every Town for Gun Safety, going so far as to provide jeans for actors who appeared in the Everytown PSAs. Basically, they're still doing it. Customers aren't happy. Polling data shows that the customers tend to shop elsewhere following the company's adoption of gun control. Executives don't give a shit because they're making money hand over fist, and they've got market dominance. These guys are basically the Google of jeans, so they're out there. They don't care unless they're going to take a hit in the stock options. But, we'll see what happens. Dick's Sporting Goods decided to go anti-gun, and they got their clocks cleaned by Cabela's and Bass Pro and a couple other stores over the last couple of years. So, yeah, don't buy Levi Strauss if you value your gun rights. Next up, Oregon. Oregon, on July 18th, Initiative Petition 40 was filed in Oregon to restrict the Second Amendment rights of individuals in Oregon using a one-size-fits-all method of storing firearms. Basically, Oregon decided to do safe storage laws. We had a Supreme Court case about this with Heller versus D.C. Basically, firearms have to be, now in Oregon, firearms have to be locked with a trigger locking device or kept in a locked container unless being actively carried by the possessor of the firearms, with each firearm that is not secured constituting a separate violation. Anyone who has their firearms lost or stolen would be strictly liable for any injury to persons or property committed using the firearm within 4 years if the firearms were not stored in compliance with the law. This is basically the gun control version of if you didn't want to get raped, you shouldn't have been wearing a short skirt. This is victim blaming here. If you live in an apartment, then chances are you're not allowed to lag bolt a safe. Hell, if you live in low-income housing, you can't afford a good safe. And like I said earlier, there's a video I like to share with people called Security on Sale, where premium, high-dollar, $1,500 gun safes get broken into in 2 minutes by people with simple hand tools. And, you know, these people don't care about reducing crime. They don't care about theft. They don't care about people committing crimes with the guns. They just want to make it as inconvenient as possible to have people exercise the Second Amendment. That's why they pass these laws. That's why they're in favor of training. That's why they're in favor of permits. That's why they're in favor of all this stuff that they would be screaming bloody murder over if it was applied to voting. They don't want you to own guns. They don't care. No amount of safety talk or any bullshit like that is actually true. It's all about erecting as many barriers and putting as many hoops to go through as possible and having as much red tape as possible so that you are not allowed to defend yourself, because they don't like you defending yourself, because they are up to shady shit. And they know that if the populace is armed, then there's a real chance that they go too far trying to enact their bullshit. They might wind up getting kicked out of office by people who don't want them to do what they're doing. So that's why they don't like, or that's why they are enacting all these things. So yeah. Next up, Second Amendment does not protect gun possession in Capitol Hill parking lots. Basically, there was a lawsuit, U.S. versus Class, where the Supreme Court, they cited that the Supreme Court has been careful to note that longstanding prohibitions, like laws forbidding the carrying of firearms in such places such as schools and government buildings, remain presumptively lawful. Well, they used that statement and applied it to a parking lot in the Capitol off of Maryland Avenue in D.C. Basically, only Capitol employees could park there, and they're saying, sorry, we're allowed to restrict firearms carry on government property, and the parking lot is government property, so you're not allowed to have a firearm in your vehicle. Also, because the lot is close to the Capitol and Legislative Office buildings, the defendant, Class, possessed a firearm less than 1,000 feet away from the entrance to the Capitol and a block away from the Rayburn House office building. They basically said that because it was so close to these buildings, they're still allowed to do it. Finally, the government, like private property owners, has the power to regulate conduct on its property. So yeah, this is basically just the government saying we're allowed to restrict guns. And that's all there is to it. So yeah, just like at the post office, says John Smith. Yeah, Rand Paul, our local senator, has tried to get post office carry enacted here in the U.S., where it would allow people to be able to carry inside of a post office. Right now, if you carry on postal grounds, if you leave it in your car, it is a federal crime. And Rand Paul has tried to get this law repealed, and it has not gone anywhere. So yeah, not cool. Area 51. So have you guys been following this stuff about storming Area 51? This is like the best. This is the best meme ever. I love the Area 51 memes and how people are talking about. Like somebody started a thing. Let's storm Area 51. They can't stop us all on Facebook. And as of like last time I checked, there's over 1 million people who said that they're going to do it. Celebrities: Keanu Reeves, David. The people from X-Files, Gillian Anderson and David, whatever his name is, not David Hasselhoff, not David Dudikoff. I don't remember what his name is from the X-Files. Chuck Norris said he's going. All these people have said that they're going to help storm Area 51. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I'm a former combat engineer in the military, and you know, they are talking about they are talking about emplacing minefields at Area 51. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. They can't stop a million of us. There's not gonna be David Duchovny. Thank you. There's not gonna be a million people showing up to Area 51 to storm it. Area 51 covers 683 square miles. Your ass is not going to drive your car over the perimeter without being stopped by the terrain. 2, if you get out of your car and run, you got to cross dozens of miles in the desert to get to Area 51. 3, the whole place is secure, and they're going to have a whole bunch of army dudes coming out there. And worst case scenario, even if 200,000 people did try to storm Area 51, the U.S. military has various systems like the volcano mine weapon system here that this stuff has been around for decades. And you see those tubes there? Those tubes on the side of the Black Hawk are filled with anti-personnel mines. All they have to do is fly over an area and blip, blip, blip. You see all those little mines shooting out the side? They just shoot out hundreds of landmines, and every single one of those is capable of doing like a 15-foot kill radius, so they can really rapidly emplace minefields and kill everybody that's coming through. So I don't know if they would actually use JDAMs, but from what I have seen, they are actively talking about emplacing minefields at Area 51. I'm going to see if I can find the picture I found. I shared a picture somewhere, and I am not sure where it is. But there was a picture on Facebook. I think it was in Facebook that I've done. Nope, that's not it. And that's not it either. So, yeah. I am not sure where it is, but I'm going to see if I can find it real quick, but nope. Yeah, there's talk about Naruto, people running like Naruto in whatever that Naruto thing is, where they're like, oh yeah, if we run like Naruto, they won't be able to get us. Yeah, that's not how it works, folks. It doesn't work like that. I wish I should have been prepared on this, because I would have been able to show you what I was talking about as far as the landmines go. There was apparently a briefing that was snuck out from one of the Area 51 defense briefs, and it shows a terrain map of their defensive plans, and in bright signage, there's minefields everywhere, where they're either talking about emplacing minefields or talking about where they're talking about minefields, or they're going to emplace minefields, or there's existing minefields at Area 51. So yeah, don't go to Area 51 and don't try to run through minefields, because your ass will get killed. And that's it. So yeah, the Naruto runners aren't going to make it through minefields. The Chads aren't going to make it through minefields. The Kyle's drinking monster, yeah, you're not going to be able to punch drywall through minefields. You're going to have a bad way to go. So yeah, that's the other thing with Area 51 there. It is 5:56. How the hell did I manage to ramble for this long? We got a whole bunch of stuff going on still. I still got to give away the shirt, the membership, the grand prize knife, and I have still got like 20 freaking tabs open on stuff. So let's just breeze through this stuff real quick, and we'll talk about it some more. A lady that was running for Democrat in Florida lied about removing bullets from Orlando Pulse survivors. As usual with gun control, people for gun control lie. This lady here says, basically in the aftermath of the Pulse shooting, this lady said that she removed 77 bullets from 32 people. She said she was a doctor at various hospitals. Florida Department of Health has no records of her being a licensed doctor. People brought this up, and she quit her race. So, yeah, fuck you. Rest in piss for your campaign. People like you need to be shamed out of existence. Chicago's new mayor, Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Gun control hasn't failed Chicago. It's Indiana's fault. Basically, she's saying that gun control is not the reason why, or gun control failing and not working is not the reason why Chicago's got so much crime. Instead, she's saying that states like Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan, etc., that don't have as much gun control laws are the reason why Chicago's got so much gun crime. ATF, however, whenever the ATF does tracing results for guns in Chicago, it always shows that most of the guns that show up in Chicago and Illinois come from Chicago and Illinois. They're not coming from out of state. There is a substantial number that come from out of state because Chicago is right next door to Indiana. However, the lion's share of crime guns recovered in Illinois, and Chicago in particular, come from Illinois. In addition, if the other states like Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, Missouri, etc., if their gun laws were the reason why Chicago was having the problems, then all those states would have the same homicide rate as Chicago does, the same robbery rates, all the violent crime rates that's gun related. Those states don't. Ergo, it's not the loose crime laws that are causing the problems. It's your city being a fucking hellhole. So sorry, Lori. It's not how it works. The gun control is not the reason why your gun control failing. It cannot be blamed on the states next door. In news that surprised exactly nobody, New Zealand. They weren't satisfied with banning semi-autos. Now they're trying to ban all kinds of shit. They weren't happy with semi-automatic center-fire rifles. Now they want to ban all kinds of others. They're looking to ban parts. They're looking to ban pump actions. They're looking to ban shotguns. They're looking to ban all kinds of stuff. It is what it is. It just goes to show these people are never happy. No matter, if you try to appease gun controllers, they're not going to rest. Last up, Vox News. Vox is a basically propagation machine or propaganda machine for liberals and leftist talking points, and they've never met gun control they didn't like. So of course, when former Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens died last week at the age of 99, they used that as an opportunity to promote his dumbest idea ever, repealing the Second Amendment. John Paul Stevens, he did not like guns. He thought that the Miller settled the ruling for the Second Amendment, that it was not an individual right to bear arms. And when he was in, he was one of the dissenters for Columbia or DC of Columbia or District of Columbia versus Heller. And, he's just a fucking idiot. And, I'm sorry. I feel bad for his family, but, this guy was wrong. And the Second Amendment is an individual right, and he can go suck a dick in hell, for trying to make it so that people can't defend themselves. So there we go. That's it for news for this week. We are left with doing the T-shirt. We are left with doing the membership. We are left with doing this week's prize of the Ron Flaherty folding knife, and then we've got the live stream prize pack. So let's run through that stuff. How come nobody wants to ban potato salad? I mean, for fuck's sake, it's cold, it's soggy, it's disgusting, tastes like fucking vinegar. I'm outraged. It's in all the stores and it stinks. Well, you know, Big Bad Goth, you can blame your husband for that. Iron Kid is the reason nobody wants to ban potato salad. Apparently, he's got some kind of hostage situation going on where if potato salad is banned, you know, countless innocent lives will be taken. So, yeah. You married, it's your fault for marrying him. You know, I understand that you are, you know, potato. Yeah. I understand that you may have Stockholm syndrome, but yeah, you're part of the problem. Big Bad Goth is why potato salad hasn't been banned. All right, so let's do the giveaways, folks. Let's do the shirt up now. So let's go to random.org. Let's pick a random number. Random numbers. Post number 354. Let's go to the giveaway thread. Post number 354 is probably going to be on page like 16, I think. No, 17. So on page 17? Nope, page 18. Okay, 354. All right, page 18. 350. Post number 354 is Buck Razor. So Buck Razor wins the bladeforms.com logo t-shirt. Obviously, apparently here, dude has a cat with a cigarette in its mouth. I don't know. I mean, feline leukemia is bad enough. I don't know why you would encourage your cat to get lung cancer. But then again, cats are evil, so fuck the cat. Even though I've got 2 cats, you know, my cats aren't evil, but whatever. Let's see. Ban broccoli. Broccoli is fucking awesome. You get to eat mini trees. What the fuck is wrong with you, John Smith? Go eat your vinegar spuds, you sicko. All right, well, you know, broccoli is an interesting animal. Let's talk about broccoli for a second. You know how vegans and anti-vaxxers and all the crazy tree-hugging folks are all against GMO foods and shit like that? Oh, we can't have pesticides. Oh, we can't have all this stuff. Guess what? Broccoli is a GMO food. The original old-school broccoli plant was nowhere near these big, you know, big puffy broccoli sprout thingies. It was a little spindly twig, and through thousands of years of genetic selection and tailoring and picking which crops work the best, broccoli is what it is today, just like cauliflower and a bunch of other stuff. So if you don't like GMO, you don't get your broccoli, go fucking die in a cave, vegan. I don't want to hear your shit. So news. Next up, we have got, let's get to random.org again. We are going to do the membership giveaway. So post number 106. So let's get to the giveaway thread. Well, apparently I need to get to the right window here. All right, post number 106. That's going to be on page 5, I think. Let's get to page 5. Nope. Page 6. All right, post number 106. Post number 106, Joseph Streikarts. Didn't Joseph Streikarts win like a week or 2 ago? I could have sworn Joseph Streikarts won in like the last couple weeks. Nope, guess not. Well, I guess, yeah. No, I guess Joseph Streikarts hadn't won in the last week or so. The name sounds really familiar, so post number 106, Joseph Streikarts. Man, I'm not going to be able to read my handwriting here. Oh, well, hopefully when I announce the winners, you know, I'll be able to caption the name correctly. So yeah, that leaves us, so Joseph Streikarts, who has a basic member and a gold membership, has won the membership here. So he'll get his gold membership extended out another year, and when I go in there, I'll deactivate his basic membership and prorate that onto it as well. So he'll be good to go. So yeah, lots of fun. Oh, there you go. There's Joseph Streikarts. That's why I'd recognize the name. Joseph Streikarts. Okay, so hey, you know, Someone in the chat actually won a prize. Congrats, Joseph. So yeah, hey Joseph. Now you know you don't have to be informed by private message. Yeah, I blame Iron Kid on winning. Yeah, no, he does. He just dislikes you. Yep, basically. It is Iron Kid's fault for everything. You know, remember, hey guys, can I get a fuck you Iron Kid or can I get a F you Iron Kid in chat so that we all know that Iron Kid is a bad person and he should feel bad. You know, that's Iron Kid. Don't be like Iron Kid. You know, try to be a responsible person. Try to be nice to other people. Be more like Gandhi instead of, you know, Iron Kid. You know, who's basically the reincarnation of Hitler. Don't be like Iron Kid. All right, so yeah, here we go, folks. It is time for the life flying around. Yeah. All right, it is time for the Ron Flaherty. You know, why am I trying this? Let me just pull this fucker up on the screen right here. It is time for the Ron Flaherty knife giveaway. Are you guys ready to see who's going to win it? Oh, hey, Brashear Beer. Dan Brashear is here. Man, hey, Dan, God. Sorry, something in my eye here. Dan Brashear, another local customer. Hey, man, did you work at, or were you still at the Mac store that caught fire? Mac store fire. Basically, here in Louisville, we had a massive, horrible fire that happened a couple weeks ago where one of our local Macintosh places caught fire. Oh, you're not a local guy. You're just a guy from Michigan. Well, fuck you then, dude. You're just like Iron Kid. Yeah, Daniel Brashear is one of our local people. Occasionally he shows up. Yeah, we had as you can see from the pictures here, this was like a 18 fire engine response fire where a local Mac store here in this strip mall had their server closet catch fire, and it burned down just about everything in the building. It caught a bicycle store on fire. It set fire to a Domino's Pizza that was nearby. It set fire to a dry cleaning place, Chinese place caught fire. So yeah, it was not cool. And basically that was Iron Kid's fault as well. Iron Kid, why, man? Why are you doing this to the world? What is wrong with you that you are causing all these problems, Iron Kid? Setting fire to Mac stores, stealing guns out of cars, global warming, pandas not repopulating, freaking condors being endangered, wiped out the rhinos in South Africa, Brexit, CO2 emissions, AOC being elected to Congress, the rise of anti-Semitism in Europe, Ireland not approving abortions or having too many abortions, whatever. You know, this is screwed up, dude. Get some help. Smoke some weed. Do some Molly. You know, crack a few glow sticks. Dance in a rave. Get right with the world, man. You don't have to ruin everybody else. Yeah, fucking mutating broccoli, making potato salad, spoiling egg salad at picnics everywhere, making children drop their ice cream cones, cats in trees, dogs getting washed away by tsunamis in Thailand, Jeffrey Epstein's island. All this stuff is all Iron Kid. All of it is Iron Kid. And I don't know why. I don't know why you have to do this, man. It could, you know, the world could be such a better place if you weren't such a bastard. So yeah, take some Molly, do some MDMA. You know, get on Grindr or Tinder or whatever. Cats the movie. This is Iron Kid's fault. Why, Iron Kid? Why would you do Cats? You know, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm sorry, Iron Kid. I'm gonna have to ban you from the channel. Can I ban him from the channel here? Remove put user in timeout, hide user in this channel. I'm going to put the Iron Kid in timeout. You know, sorry, Iron Kid, had to be removed for your good. All right. So, yeah. Oh, man, I didn't mean to actually put him in timeout, but, oh, well. He will be, hopefully he'll be back in. All right, Iron Kid was timed out from real blade forms for 300 seconds. So now, for the next, what's 300 seconds? 5 minutes. So, yeah, let's try to finish up, the broadcast before Iron Kid gets back here. So, yeah, let's do the giveaway for the Ron Flaherty knife. Let's go to random.org. We'll hit the generate button. Post number 283. So let's go to the giveaway thread here. And let's get to the actual giveaway thread. Post number 283 is probably going to be on page 15, I want to say. Post 283 is Plow 2. So 283 by Plow _2. So Plow _2 wins the Ron Flaherty folding knife here. So that's awesome. So he will be good to go. The winner is Iron Kid. I feel my IQ rising already. LOL. Yep. See, this is why I love having active participants in chat, because you know, Iron Kid has no way. Iron Kid is probably, you know, out there beating on a Canadian goose. Well, actually, no. Killing a Canadian goose would probably be a good thing. But yeah, folks, so that means we are at time for the live stream prize pack giveaway. We've got 21 people in chat right now. God knows how many of you have won before. So let's do this. Get your bladeforums.com username in chat if you want to be entered into the live stream prize giveaway. All right, folks, you have until the music ends. Is the music going? Music's going. Okay, there's the music. You have until the music ends to get your username in the bladeforums.com live stream chat window here. So get your username in. I'm going to start getting stuff entered here. So we've got, all right, we've got Monofletch. Whoa, oh shit, names are going quick, folks. Kiop, Gary Grayley. Gary Grayley, I've actually got you this time. If you've won within the last 24 weeks, do not enter. Do not enter the thing if you've won in the last 20 weeks, because you need to let other people get a chance to win. There's only so many prizes to go around. All right, so Brandon G, I'm going to remove that. All right, Big Bad Goth. All right, Kevin Nelson, GSB instructor, Kiop, Gary W. Grayley. All right, who else? All right, Gaz98, Jason Puckett, Love the Blade, Donald Cornell, Lars. All right, folks, you have got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to get your name. 2 minutes to get your bladeforums.com username in chat for the live stream prize pack. All right, folks, 2 minutes left. I'm going to give you guys a break from having to see my face. I'm going to lean back for a second, take a drink. Oh, man. Fucking Iron Kid, man. I hate that guy. Why would you do it, Iron Kid? Why do you make the world so bad? Why are you doing things like this? You know, I'm going to change the scroller here. Thanks for your support, except for Iron Kid 883 because he sucks. All right, so now, all right, remove Duchovny and add Border X. Brandon G. All right, there we go. Border X. Eat some broccoli. Properties. All right, so yeah, notice the scroller at the bottom of the screen. Where we have singled out Iron Kid. Oh wait, the scroller doesn't show up on the Blade Forms logo. Here we go. Let's copy that. Copy. Camera. We're gonna paste. There we go. So yeah, now you can see the scroller at the bottom of the screen. We have properly identified Iron Kid as not being a good person. So yeah, there we go. Oh look, Iron Kid's back. So yeah. GSB instructor. What the hell happened with? Well, basically, GSB instructor. We realized that Iron Kid is basically a bad person and responsible for much of the stuff that has happened. Much of the misery of the world, the tsunami in Southeast Asia, Fukushima melting down. Basically anything bad that's happened in the last 150 years can roundly be placed at his doorstep. Predatory migrants, white separatism, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia. Democrats getting elected to high office, leftists taking over universities, third wave and fourth wave feminism, men trying to get their ball and tackle waxed at Canadian salons, gun control, all of that. Solar flares, exactly, Gary. Solar flares. Abrasive belts running out when you're in the middle of grinding a knife. Your favorite knife chipping out. Losing your knife. Having somebody borrow your knife only to return it with a chipped out blade that's so bad it looks serrated and the tip broken off like a screwdriver. That is Iron Kid 883. That's it, dude. So Iron Kid, what the hell, man? Detroit Lions losing. Basically, Kobe Bryant getting injured. Paper cuts, and then somehow getting salt, Tabasco, and lemon juice in them. Your car running out of gas on the interstate. Flat tires when your spare is out. Your stepdaughter borrowing your car and getting in a head-on collision and being horribly scarred and being in a wheelchair. That's Iron Kid. The pimple popping channel. Yes, cancer. Iron Kid doesn't cause cancer. Cancer gets Iron Kid. That's how bad this is. And he woke the baby. Iron Kid, why would you wake the baby? You bastard. It's terrible. It is terrible. All right, so the music has stopped. So, yeah. Music has stopped. It is time to do the live stream giveaway. So let me get on here. Do we have alibis? Anybody not get their name in? Anyone not get their name in at all on the thing? Because I have got a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people who have entered into the giveaway. So let's go to the giveaway channel here. This is the random name picker. Basically, you can see here, I've put all of the people who have entered their usernames into the random name picker. When I hit rerun, it'll pick one of these names out of the list. This week, I managed to not accidentally omit Gary W. Grayley. Iron Kid, your name's already in here. Big Bad Goth, put your name in. So I'm gonna, since you tried to enter it twice, I'm gonna have to disqualify you. Sorry, dude. So yeah, Iron Kid let the dingoes out and they ate the babies. So last chance, folks. If you haven't gotten your name into, if you haven't gotten your BladeForms.com username into the chat window, then in the next 30 seconds, if you're not on the list here that you can see on the screen, you can see all the names that I've got. If you haven't gotten your bladeforms.com name in on the list, then you are not going to be in the drawing. All right? So I have 6:21 p.m. Let's check here. Let's take a look at the time. 6:21 p.m. I've given you guys an additional 30 seconds to get your stuff together. So you've got 10 more seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. All right, so let's run it. Who's going to be the next winner? Gary W. Grayley. Gary W. Grayley wins the prize pack. Congrats, Gary. Even though you got omitted last week, you won this week. Wins the live stream prize pack. So good job, Gary. Congratulations. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you putting up with my bullshit yet again. Appreciate you putting up with Iron Kid's bullshit. Hopefully somebody, I won't say swat Iron Kid, but, at least if you ever run into him, at least spit in his coffee or something like that. Try to make his day at least a little bit better. Uitsu, I've got a box filled with your stuff. Your stuff hasn't gone out yet. I've got 6 weeks worth of stuff that's piled up because we've had problems with the shipping computer. But it's finally fixed. We're getting all that stuff out of here on Monday. So Uitsu, you've got a live stream prize pack and a sticker that'll be on your way on Monday. In the meantime, folks, remember, like, comment, subscribe on the live stream videos. Go to the other videos, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, share the videos. Do some stickers or graffiti. Put youtube.com/realbladeforms.com on graffiti tags. Say that Iron Kid wrote a manifesto. If you're going to carry out a mass shooting and you're going to do a manifesto, mention the Real Blade Forums in that or something like that. Actually, don't do that. We don't need that kind of publicity. But anything you can do to help share the information about the live stream is awesome. Make sure that you get your entries in on the giveaway thread for the Becker Magnum Camp. Look at this bad boy. Look at this son of a bitch right here. Who doesn't want the Becker Magnum Camp? Look at this thing. Look how big it is in my hand. Imagine all the damage you could do to something that Iron Kid 83 owns. Does Iron Kid 83 have a favorite chair? Does Iron Kid 83 have a car? You could slash his tires with it. You could slice up his favorite chair. You could use it to cut a turkey leg off of a turkey or a Christmas goose or whatever and make sure that he doesn't get it. This is a knife that it can be used effectively for camping, chopping, ruining Iron Kid 83's knives. Make sure that you get your entries in on the bladeforms.com thread for week 30. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe here. Thank you for 20 plus years of support on bladeforms.com. Without you guys in the chat, we would not exist. We would not exist without y'all. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you all tuning in this week. Everybody tell Iron Kid F you in chat. Make sure you humiliate him at any given time. Send nudes to Iron Kid unsolicited. I'll see if I can figure out his phone number, and I'll post that so that he could be doxxed. And in other events, Big Bad Goth does not need to be subjected to his abuse. So Oh, one last thing. Iron Kid likes Nickelback, and Iron Kid drinks O'Doul's non-alcoholic beer. So with that in mind, thank you for tuning in to week 29 of the bladeforms.com live stream giveaway. Appreciate y'all watching one more. And don't forget to like this video and dislike Iron Kid. As a matter of fact, comment in the channel down below that Iron Kid sucks. Or in the comments down below that Iron Kid sucks. And yeah, Iron Kid 883 likes Nickelback. Iron Kid 883 is responsible for the 2019 Cats movie. And Iron Kid 883 drinks O'Doul's non-alcoholic beer. And when he can't get O'Doul's, he drinks Bud Light because it's basically the same thing. So, rest in peace, Iron Kid. And, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you all once again for your support. Hope you guys have a great week. It is Sunday, July 21st here, 6:26 p.m. We ran about 10 minutes over. Hope you guys have a great week, great weekend. Hope the remainder of your weekend is good to go. And you all be careful out there. Be safe. All those people turn off already? That's awesome. Now we can actually talk about what's really going on. All right, guys, meet up in the Discord channel for the real Area 51 attack plans. Naruto runners, Chads, Kyles, Karens, NRA members, we're all going to meet up. We're getting ready for Area 51 storming. Meet up at the Discord channel. Let's get it done.